Kieran Tierney, 30 million sell considered by the club of Arsenal and even the club where he plays at on loan from Arsenal. Real Sociedad have gone ahead to obviously appreciate what Kieran Tierney has gone ahead to put on the table, and they are ready to obviously do that, to obviously see to it that they cash out that money to get this player become a permanent signing at their club. Welcome to Rokani Media Football, second video of the day, and we're here to obviously add to the ones we're going to hit to make. Kylian Mbappé has gone ahead and finally spoken about Lionel Messi winning the Ballon d'Or and how he feels about Lionel Messi lifting the Ballon d'Or. And lastly, we are having Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti. Something is not adding up well, having been told that he signed a contract with the Brazilian national team that he's obviously going to be their manager at the World Cup. Real Madrid looks like they want to invoke that and see to it that they keep him at Real Madrid for some years to come after impressing Florentino Perez and the entire board of Real Madrid. Smash the like button close to 300 times on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and it's the football news show where we tackle every club that is not Man United, because we have an independent channel of Manchester United because the team I support. It's known as United Matters channel. If at all you want to find us there doing Man United, it's never too late. Look for United Matters channel and you'll find me there. Now, let's start it off with Kieran Tierney and how this team where he plays at is really planning to obviously cash out £30 million for Arsenal to obviously see to it that they obviously sanction this deal. Now, Real Sociedad are considering a £30 million deal to make Kieran Tierney loan move from Arsenal permanent. Now, Arsenal are a team that no longer have space for Kieran Tierney. The arrival of Julian Timber summed up all the works that Kieran Tierney did for Arsenal. That is it. People have gone ahead to obviously love him, but he's not into that full picture that Mikel Arteta has always wanted. He's a very good player, but when it comes to playing as an inverted left back, it's really hard for him to invert in the midfield and obviously take it to where it deserves to be. Like you see Zinchenko does it, like you see Julian Timber does it. Even when Tomiyasu is playing, you see the way Tomiyasu really inverts into the midfield. It's really one of the things that Mikel Arteta really wants to embrace in his team, that Ben White does on the right, you know. And when Julian Timber came in through and obviously played that role very well, obviously it marked the end of Kieran Tierney. And you saw to it that even when Zinchenko was injured, he never got a chance, especially in the Community Shield. You saw to it that even when Julian Timber was taken off, another player, I think it was it Jakub Kiwior or Tomiyasu, that was brought on to play into that inverted left back position. The opening game of the season, even when Julian Timber was injured, who started as a left back, Mikel Arteta brought on Tomiyasu to do the job. And the other games, he was not given a chance. That's why you saw to it that towards the end of the summer transfer window that ended on the 1st of September this year, obviously they come to compromise that we should take him to Real Sociedad. And at Real Sociedad, he's not doing less than good, and he's obviously having lots of things there. Though, out of the games, I think they're going to play 12 games. He's going to have to play 4 La Liga games and 1 Champions League game. And that's all about his injuries. And anything that is going to stop his career from blossoming to where we expect him to be, it's because of injuries. This guy is ever injured. But if Arsenal can get £30 million from this player, I think that will be a very huge plus for the club of Arsenal, because they'll be having very many other players to play into that position. That is the left back that Kieran Tierney has been playing in at, and they can use that money to obviously blossom other positions like the midfield, like the right attacking side of the midfield, or even getting a center forward that has been highly being called in for. Why? That position, the left back position, has very many players that can contend in it. Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Jakub Kiwior, and Julian Timber. 4 players, you know. So there is no way Kieran Tierney is making a comeback at Arsenal, and I think his agent is making a very good move for him to see to it that he goes to the side of Real Sociedad to obviously make that deal permanent. And thank God he's obviously thriving there, and Real Sociedad is playing the Champions League, and even this season they are not doing bad, and even in their group they're obviously doing the needful as a team, because when you look at Real Sociedad in the La Liga this season, when you look at the standings, Real Sociedad is 6th, 13 games played, and they're having 22 points, 6 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. But they are just 6 points off the top 4, and I think they can obviously try to push and then go to Europe. So it's really important that this team is obviously playing like this. And the last game they played, it was all about Almeria. And when you look at the lineup of Real Sociedad, I don't see Kieran Tierney in that lineup, and I think he was injured. So that is a problem that he was gonna hit register. He registered an injury. I think he's not with his Scottish national team. That is Kieran Tierney for you. But for the £30 million, Arsenal will obviously have some good amount of money, and I think 25% of that has to be sent back to Rangers. Is it Celtic or Rangers? I think he came, from Celtic, one of those two teams in Scotland. That's where he came in through. They have a sell-on clause of 25%, meaning that close to £7 million or £8 million will cross the pocket from Arsenal to go to Real Sociedad. But I think it will be good. They would have gone ahead to obviously get back the money they bought him at from I think Kieran Tierney. Let me see. Transfer fee to Arsenal. I really want to get to know. So they bought him for a reported fee of £25 million, meaning that they would have gone ahead obviously get back the amount of money they obviously bought him back. So I think if I told you were Arsenal, you let this deal go and use that money to obviously take you to the next step of life where you want to be as a club. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out, but it cannot happen in the January transfer window. It will obviously happen in the summer. Let's go to the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or winner, Lionel Messi. Remember, people were calling in for Kylian Mbappé to win the Ballon. And I ask people, what did Kylian Mbappé win? He never won a Champions League. 1, he never won a World Cup. 2, and he's competing with a player that he was playing with at the club level. Whatever Mbappé achieved at the club level, Lionel Messi achieved it, And when we went to the World Cup, I think the only thing that Mbappé did was to score just one more goal than Lionel Messi. But Lionel Messi was the biggest winner of the day, and he lifted the trophy. So there is no way anyone could come close to obviously winning and lifting that trophy apart from Lionel Messi. Now, Kylian Mbappé was asked on Messi and why he won the Ballon d'Or, on whether he's obviously satisfied about it. This is what he had to say. Mbappé said, Messi had to win the Ballon d'Or. He won the World Cup. He's one of the greatest in history, if not the greatest for me. Haaland had a great season, me too, but next to winning World Cup doesn't weigh much. Lionel Messi deserved it. So this was written all over the book. And if I told you outside there and think that Messi deserved the Ballon d'Or, then you have a problem. Sorry, if I told you think that Messi never deserved the Ballon d'Or, then I don't know how you really think. I'm sorry if I told it sounding as an insult for you, but I don't know how someone can come in through when he's prudent enough to obviously say that Messi doesn't deserve this. Messi deserved this 100%. And let me tell you, no one will ever at any point come out to obviously let you know the truth. Especially if at all he's in the camp of Ronaldo and other camps, because Team Ronaldo doesn't believe that Lionel Messi deserved it. I even saw Louis van Gaal coming out and saying that this World Cup was scripted for Lionel Messi to win it, and was really waiting for his further explanation to obviously to exonerate himself and give us a very well benchmarked fact on what he was saying. And I was really surprised that a person of his knowledge, experience, and profile came out and really put out something like that. But all in all, it's to it that Kylian Mbappé went ahead to accept it, and we all knew it was going to happen that way, because when you win the World Cup, it's never not gonna go on your side, especially if I told you are one of the goats like Lionel Messi. But Messi being a goat doesn't really belittle Ronaldo not to be a goat. Even Cristiano Ronaldo is a goat, though Messi has gone ahead to overachieve than Cristiano Ronaldo. Then let's go to Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti. A story being reported by Relevo coming in from Spain, another credible source, that Real Madrid are considering renewing Carlo Ancelotti's contract at the club for 2 years. His current deal runs out in 2024. This is one of the deals that is really causing a lot of complaints for me. And I mean, an ocean of questions, because when you look at Carlo Ancelotti and what he's going to achieve at Real Madrid is really huge. And he's operating at a team that really has a very good budget, but getting him the best player that he deserves as a manager. Now, Brazil, it is rumored that the Brazilian national team had gone ahead to contact Ancelotti to obviously come in through and coach the team. They want to take them to the World Cup of 2026. But they've gone ahead, I think, to lose 2 games. Even this week, they lost to... What's the team? What's the name of that team? They lost to... they lost to Colombia 2-1. But all we know that Brazil is the only team, I think, that has never gone ahead to miss out on any World Cup. So they'll do the needful to obviously coming through and qualify. But all in all, there is a battle, and it will depend on to the decision of Carlo Ancelotti. If he believes that he still has a lot to do in world football, then he'll obviously allow his contract to be obviously extended at Real Madrid. But if at all he believes that it's high time for him, he went to Brazil and maybe get a trophy of the national team in his cupboard, then we'll also understand it more and more and more. But to me, I think he deserves to go to the national team. It's going to be hard for Brazil to obviously go elsewhere with coaches that don't have what we call enough European experience. Even the coach of Argentina, I think he was at Europe, and he was working under a certain manager in Europe, and that's where he got with the experience that if at all you're facing teams in Europe, then you have to play them this way. That's why you saw it is that the World Cup trophy went back to South America since 2002, because ever since 2002, no continent had ever gone ahead to win the World Cup apart from Europe. 2006, it was Italy. 2010, it was Spain. 2014, it was Germany. 2018, it was France. 2022, there comes in Argentina. So it shows you how much they had gone ahead to dominate it, and to break that dominancy, a lot was needed to obviously come on and obviously take on us. So thank you very much for watching through. Your reactions to Kieran Tierney £30 million sale are welcome in the comment section below. Do you agree with Kylian Mbappe that Lionel Messi deserved the Ballon d'Or? And lastly, do you think Ancelotti is going to extend his contract at Real Madrid? Rokani David remains my name. For those going to bed, good night. But we still have one more video to come in through onto this beautiful channel of ours, that is the Rokani Media Football. It has been the Football News Show, with all news coming in from your faves in here onto the Rokani Media Football. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, amidst the Muslims. Barak Laufikum. Bye-bye.